Did you know, this year the average Australian employee worked 319 hours of unpaid work. Each year, the Centre for Future Work publishes an update on unpaid overtime in the Australian economy. We call this series Go Home on Time Day, and it's now in its 13th year. I'm Dan Nahum, and I'm the author of this year's report. Go Home on Time Day is the third Wednesday in November, and today we encourage everyone to clock off on time. Since COVID-19 hit, of course, lots of us are doing at least some of our work from home. So this is not just about leaving the traditional workplace on time. It's also about having sufficient industrial protections in place to ensure that your work life doesn't bleed into the time you deserve with your family, pursuing leisure activities, or attending to the other important things in your life. Let's look at the scope of the problem. Unfortunately, the number of hours stolen from Australians by employers has skyrocketed during the COVID-19 pandemic. The average employee is performing 6.1 hours of unpaid work each week in 2021, which has risen sharply, up from 4.6 hours in 2019. That time theft equates to 319 hours per year, or over 8 standard 38-hour work weeks per employee. This unpaid overtime represents the loss of $125 billion in income from Australian workers in the past year, or $460 per worker every fortnight. Not all workers are affected equally. Young workers, aged 18 to 29, performed the most unpaid overtime, 8.2 hours per week. Almost half of part-time and casual workers report they are keen for more paid hours, yet the average part-timer is giving away over 4.5 hours a week, and the average casual just over 5 hours. Meanwhile, a fifth of casuals report that they would prefer to work fewer hours, so there's a real unevenness to the way that work is being spread among workers with regard to their preferences. This year, with more work moving to home, the electronic surveillance of workers has also increased. We surveyed the use of those tools, and the trends we're seeing are concerning. 39% of employees reported their employers remotely monitor their activity, and a further 17% were unsure whether they were being electronically monitored or not. When 1 in 3 of those working from home say they are being monitored via webcam, and 30% say that their every keystroke is being recorded, it's clear our industrial laws are not keeping pace with technology. Australian workers need stronger protections from exploitation, regardless of their work situation. Wage theft, too few or too many hours, job precarity, income insecurity, and the invasion of privacy by employers are all preventable consequences of policy choices that have favoured employers over workers and allowed our personal lives to be invaded by work. For the full report, go to gohomeontimeday.org.au, and remember, today, go home on time.